My name is Bernard Olo. Remember, I've been taking you through a 7-day journey, snippets of my second book, which is Succeeding in Campus and in the Marketplace in the 21st Century. I like to call this book also Acing Campus and Zooming the Marketplace, because I'm a strong believer that you don't have to drop out of college to become successful in life, but you may need to come out of limited and limiting mindsets. In the last episode, we talked about why education is still the greatest equalizer of our time, irrespective of what everyone else says. In this current episode, I'm going to speak about a topic whose subtitle is the gem of youth. I define the gem of youth as that period between teenagehood all the way to about 25 years of age. I strongly believe that this is an opportune time in the life of young people, at which point we can begin to influence their lives, they can begin to take reins of their lives, and they'll end up becoming successful in whatever endeavors they choose. I believe this because I'm supported by a lot of empirical data. If you look at some of the most successful people that we can rename right now in our world, people like Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Warren Buffett, something stands as a thread throughout their life. And that is the fact that they seem to have gotten the idea about what they wanted to do in life early on, such that by the time they're teenagers, they were already tinkering with those subjects in great detail. This is true for Warren Buffett with stock market and trading, and even Bill Gates during his formative years. In the spiritual circles, people like Dr. Miles Monroe the late has it on record that he got to identify his calling in God by the time he was 13 years of age. Bishop T.D. Jakes realized his calling to the pastoral ministry as a young person. We see that there's a thread between that which these people eventually achieve and the time at which they recognize their calling, or the reason for which they are made, or even their passion, and begin to pursue it relentlessly. I'm always appalled with the situation as it is in our country, or even in some other aspects of developing countries, because this time of the youthful age is a time when a majority of people, a majority of our youth are still not sure. And furthermore, the world, or even our world, does not give them a chance to express themselves. As a result, they pass through this age without having recognized that which they need to do with their lives. Neither do they have an inkling of their calling, but most importantly is the reason that they don't have someone who passionately believes in their dreams, cheering them on, that they can also become great people. I strongly believe that nations will do themselves a favor if they begin to invest in the life of these young people. I am here to talk to you as a young person and to tell you that irrespective of what the society wants you to believe, you are at a primal time in your life, and you can begin to shape the future of your life by beginning to get serious about the things that you love to do, that you're passionate about, provided they are valuable to the society and they're things that you like to do. In the recent past, we have witnessed a number of young people throughout their dreams, their ambitions, because the environment has not afforded them the chance and opportunity to exploit all that there is in terms of their potential. But I believe strongly that this has to change. Is it football that is your passion? Then don't listen to the naysayers who tell you to acha mchezo, enda usome. Don't listen to them. What is your passion? Is it farming? then don't listen to the naysayers who says that you have to have a tie like mine. Go and practice your craft. Soon we will meet you at the top, but it must begin at the gem of youth. I want to conclude this particular episode, ladies and gentlemen, by referring to the book, The Compound Effect, which has been written by Darren Hardy. In that book, Darren Hardy shares what he believes are the compound effects of continuously applying yourself to a course and the kind of results that you can get. But one of the most important chapters in that book is the chapter he calls momentum. And momentum, ladies and gentlemen, is usually a combination of force and movement. He gives an example that if you have a train that is stationary, most of the time you can use this size inch of wood to stop that train from moving if it was stationary. But if that train begins to move and gets momentum, moving at 50 miles per hour, that same train will be able to pass through a concrete wall of 5 feet without being brought to a halt. Why? Because it has momentum going for it. If young people begin to experience success in the areas of their calling early, they will gain a massive success because they'll have momentum working for them. I know there are few people out there who discredit this notion. They want to tell us of the likes of Colonel Sanders. If you remember, Colonel Sanders is the founder of KFC, the Kentucky Fried Chicken industry, which is a conglomerate almost in every nation of the world now. But I always wonder, what if Colonel Sanders began to exploit the KFC business as a teenager or even in his early 20s? What would have happened? Because KFC was began when he was 68 years of age. I wonder what the difference would have been. I wonder what amount of beautiful taste would have brought to that chicken recipe as we know it. I wonder what amount of business would he have brought to bear if he were younger. So ladies and gentlemen, I urge every single one of you who is listening to me now, the age between 15 25 is not an age to be playing about. It's an age to begin to take those things that you love and begin to move with them passionately. I call this the age that is the gem of life. I am passionate about this. I could speak about this today, tomorrow, and even tomorrow but one. But ladies and gentlemen, because of time, remember, I am taking you through a 7-day episode. These are snippets from my book, Acing Campus and Zooming the Marketplace, Succeeding in College and in the Marketplace in the 21st Century. I call upon every single one of you to realize as a young person that you may not need to drop out of college to become successful, but you may need to drop out of limiting mindsets. Let's interact, ladies and gentlemen. You visit my website at catalyzedbeneficient.com or simply follow me on my YouTube channel by subscribing to it, or follow me on Facebook, on Twitter and Instagram. It would be an honor and a privilege to serve you and to have a communication with you. Until next time, thank you and God bless you.